I'm using my R6 in AV mode today. AV mode is when I decide the aperture, I decide the depth in my photograph, and my camera decides the shutter speed. However, sometimes the camera gets it wrong and decides an image should be brighter than what it should be or darker than what it should be, and in those scenarios I compensate by finding my exposure compensation dial and dialing it down or dialing it up. Here you can see the back of my R6 screen. You can see the light meter display there. You can see the little notch in the middle, which means my exposure is based in the middle. However, sometimes my camera thinks an image should be bright when it should be darker, and vice versa. So to adjust the brightness or darkness in my images, I will find the exposure compensation button or dial. On the R6 it is the dial here, so to make my exposure darker I will turn down the dial. Can you see the notch moving down? And if I want to make my exposure brighter, I would go the other way. So if you need to make your image brighter or darker, find your exposure compensation button or dial. Hopefully that will help you in your journey to be a photographer using AV mode.